We thank you for joining us for our meaningful meditation for the second Sunday of Advent, which falls on December 7th. We are in this holy season of anticipation as we continue this adventure, thinking about all the ways that we reflect on this time of waiting. We had a beautiful first Sunday of Advent, which included our labyrinth walk in the evening with the candlelight. It was an amazing way to mark this light as we grow each day, thinking about how we will be celebrating Christ's birth, which we do on December 25th. So this Sunday, we are going to be exploring the story of John the Baptist and kind of skipping ahead. Often in Advent, we think about how he comes to prepare the way for Jesus, and we are looking at the story when he's actually imprisoned because of his righteous ways in which he's talking about who Jesus is as the Messiah. And it's a difficult time for John the Baptist because he's really starting to wonder, is Jesus really the Messiah? It's a true picture of how we as humans start to have doubts and when things aren't going our way. And so it's a very applicable story to our lives when we have challenges in our life. How do we continue to have faith? How do we continue to have hope? And so you can read more about his story in our devotional. This is the book that I mentioned last week, a user's manual to how to have hope and what hope's not. And this week we'll be talking about what hope is. And I love her section in the book that talks about how hope is enough. And on top of all this, one of our book groups here at the church has been reading a book about the 1960s, and it's called An Unfinished Love Story, looking at the life of Richard Goodwin, who was a speechwriter during the 60s for President Kennedy and Johnson. And as I have been reading that book and thinking about all that's happening in the world and this struggle to have hope and what an amazing story of history we have in this world, including John the Baptist, of times in which when things don't go our way, how do we continue to have hope and to really focus on that it will be enough for us, and that part of being a person of faith, a prophet, is that often we sacrifice things that we would really like or think are going to happen in order for the good of humanity and the world. And when we look back in the history of thinking of people who have given their lives like Jesus, for us to be able to have goodness and hope in our life. And so it's pretty deep. I know it's a lot to take in, but it's important for us to think about why Jesus, came to this earth to show us how to live, and that Jesus was very different than what John the Baptist expected. He wanted Jesus to be a certain way, and Jesus had a gentle and sincere nature that John's kind of wondering, he wanted him to be a little more gruff, like John was. So how do we continue to exist when people and our expectations aren't met? And so I hope as we explore this together that you will feel indeed that hope is enough for you, that we are in this journey together as a community here at UPC. I wanted to hold up one of the stars that the kids made last night for Thrive, and I love this. It says, a gift to the world is to be friendly and to indeed love your neighbor, and have my brooch on to continue to help us think about how are we a messenger in this world, how are we bringing hope, and how are we pointing people to the star of hope. So I hope that you will join us this Sunday for our service at 10 o'clock here in person or on our live stream. And Sunday night at 7:30 in Rochester is the Community Christmas Concert, which our choir will be participating in. So hope that you will come and support them and the other choirs. Reminder that the gift from our chancel choir and our bell choir is occurring on the third Sunday of Advent, December the 14th. We will have the service of lessons and carols, and hope that you can join us for that time together. And then a reminder that on December 24th for Christmas Eve, we'll have two services that day at 10 a.m. here in the sanctuary, which is our unrehearsed Christmas pageant with costumes and a wonderful festive time with cocoa and cookies to follow. And then that that evening at 8 p.m., we'll have our traditional service with our candlelight and beautiful music. So hope that you can join us for one or both of those as we look forward to celebrating Christ's birth. If you have any questions about anything that's happening, you can always reach out to our website. Our mission project for December, one of them is our Christmas baskets, and so that is our project that we do to provide a Kroger gift card to families that have been approved and provided to us through Neighborhood House, and we're able to then to give them a gift card to purchase what they need for their Christmas meal and for Christmas. So if you can contribute to that, we invite you to do that, as we will deliver those on December 14th, and so you're also invited to help us deliver those if that works for you as well. So blessings as you continue in your Advent journey. We do have some more devotionals available here. If you haven't picked up one yet, you can grab that on Sunday. So peace for your journey, and continue to look for hope each day. Amen.